All right. So the delay is about 6-7 seconds. Hello, Body Shop or none. Oh, and there's 6. Hey, you guys popped in all at once.
Hello.
Thank you, Merce Sausage with the poo shot. Zoe, number 2. Well, that kind of makes sense. Merce with the poo shot, and Zoe comes in at number 2. What's up, Big Bacchus? We got Melissa and Wee Lass.
We lass.
Wasn't that the little guy from Jackass's name? Wee
No.
Man. Wee Man. And just keep clicking them till we get you. Sorry, Zoe. That wasn't like directly meant to make it seem like you're number 2. You're always number 1 as far as it goes. Number 2. What's up, Ricky? Oh, there he is. So we have somebody in the back studio. But before we get started,
We actually have 2 people in the
yes,
studio.
yes, we do have a secret behind the scenes guest. Should we play a game with it? Should we see if our viewers can guess who it is just by having them speak? Like, wasn't that like the dating game? We did something like that.
Yes, yes.
So, what do you think, Anne? Mary Lou?
Go for it.
All right. So, guest behind door number 4. Don't say your name, but tell us a little bit about yourself. Or they're too nervous to speak. Is that what's going on?
I'm on mute.
You're unmuted already. You think?
Yes.
Well, hello. I have only been to the club as a member twice. That's my first fun fact.
You've only been to the club as a member twice.
Twice.
Okay. All right. So we'll see if anybody can guess who that is just with that information and with their voice. But while we do that, as the comments start rolling in, I actually put on my Safer Sex shirt for a very specific reason tonight. There was a post made this morning on the Body Shop news feed that I think everybody who watches this should pay very close attention to. And Zoe's going to read it for us because this really knocked my socks off.
Give me 1 second if I can pull it up. So the post read, "Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to the Body Shop staff for all they do. Blank and I occasionally will meet with the people from outside the club, but sometimes that doesn't work out. One instance, I'm using blank for their names because discretionary purposes. One instance, blank went on a date and she got the ew vibe. Since she was meeting in public, she left the situation and walked home. Fast forward a few months, Akron, Ohio Police Department contacts blank that the guy she ditched was involved with human trafficking. Blank had a few stars by her name, which signified her being a potential target. It doesn't just happen to young people. Her name had a nickname, Mini MILF. The group was targeting swingers as they, quote, would be thought to have just run off with a new person, end quote. That's what the cops told Blank. By the time anything could be done, she would have been long gone. The safer sex space that the Body Shop offers is not just about consent and comfort. It's a place we can safely meet new people, vet out the truly dangerous creatures out there, and we know a number of people that truly care about each other to keep us safe. Be cautious out there and be safe. It's a whole lot more fun when you don't have to worry. Thank you, G, Mary Lou, and the rest of you wonderful people that work at the shop." Insert other partner's name.
That literally, when I read that this morning, made me sick to my stomach. To think that somebody we personally know could have been a sex trafficking victim. And it really resonated and hit close to home because I'm going to be really blunt. I used to work at a Hilton hotel a couple of years ago, actually before the pandemic, part-time. And there were signs in the hotel, in the staff room, and in the laundry room that would talk specifically about sex trafficking. And I really just kind of, I guess I didn't pay close attention. I thought, not here, like, come on, really? And hearing that story this morning in Akron, which is, I'm originally from Cleveland. So as far as I'm concerned, that's home to me. And that could have happened to somebody that we know very well, who's
Mhm.
a wonderful member here at the club, really just was gut wrenching. And it also highlights, and not to change the focus necessarily, but also highlights why some of the things that are done here at the body shop are being done. Now, I will tell you specifically, that was never a thought, but it is now. Because it's not just relegated to meeting somebody in public. They could meet you at a lifestyle club. And to be blunt, many clubs don't really do a great job vetting. We used to be one of them. And it could just have been somebody looking to sex traffic and get to know some people and have them come to their house. And next thing you know, they're never to be seen again. And that's scary.
Yeah. Like all we know from their statement is that, obviously they um, corresponded with this person on another site or through another avenue. It wasn't through the club. So, you know, I'm always one that I know that our chat capabilities sometimes and our messaging can be a little off on our site. It's sometimes a little lagging. But after reading something like this, I rather, for me personally, keep everything on our site than to give people our number or to go on Kick or, any other, even Discord,
Snapchat.
Snapchat, you know, um, because you don't know. You're giving these people your information, and the way things are nowadays, you can track someone's, you know, home address by their phone number, and there's all these other ways to get information about people. And this to me was very scary, you know,
Yeah.
um, because we just automatically want to trust people because they say that they're like-minded and they're looking for the same things we are, and it's like, "Oh my god, this could be a match." But you don't know what's out there,
Yeah.
So, a lot of times people will reach out to us and be like, "Oh, I was talking to somebody on Snapchat, blah blah blah." And it's like, "Well, we can't control those kind of conversations. We have no way of seeing what's going on because you've taken it off of the site and it's now a private conversation between you and this other individual." And again, God forbid something were to happen, we have no way of protecting you.
Yeah.
You
And,
know?
to be clear, that even with the things that we do, it's
Mhm.
still possible for people to fall through the cracks or slip in the back door, no pun intended. It's keeping it on the site really does help. And I'm guilty of doing just what Mary Lou described. I mean, I feel more confident, I think, because I have, to be blunt, more access to more information than a regular member does. So I feel more confident in giving out my personal information for connections. But just because you meet somebody, even on the body shop site, that does not guarantee that they are 100% legit, or that they don't have nefarious thoughts or ideas. So it's better to be safe than sorry, or safer than sorry,
Mhm.
and just you know put up with the wonkiness of our messaging system. It's not the worst. And until you actually get to know somebody and know that they're not trying to fucking kidnap you and sex traffic you, be careful.
Yeah.
No, I know this story happened in Akron, but reminds me, my dad's a cop, so before I moved down here, he gave me like a 2-hour lecture on like personal safety and self defense, and
Mhm.
taught me about how Pittsburgh is one of the top 10 U.S. cities with the highest human trafficking rates because of our highways and stuff like that. It's easy to kidnap and go, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, if you think about it, East Coast, especially in the Northeast Coast, most major cities are within 3 to 5 hours of each other. So you could be kidnapped here in Pittsburgh and in 4.5 hours be in Philadelphia, which is the largest geographic city in this country. You want to talk about how quickly you can disappear. That's in 4.5 hours, you could be gone forever.
Right.
So yeah, that's and DC, New York. I mean, Newark, Cleveland, Buffalo.
Niles and Warren, Ohio are known for being
Wow.
easy outlets for trafficking
Well,
as
you
well.
know, we know people personally that live in those areas too, and I'm old enough to remember when that area of the country was rampant with mob activity.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody is immune to this. It can happen literally to anybody. So, anyway, so
So that's our little
that's
bit of
our
our
safer sex 911 alert. Safer play spaces.
things you should know.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. So let's get back to some fun stuff. So yeah, Zoe did get it right. It is Justine. Yay!
Yay!
Justine is our mystery guest.
Yeah. I
And,
have to admit, when you asked me to tell you about something about myself, I was going for, I've been here as a member twice, but you've seen me way more than twice. But,
Yes. Yes. What's up, Brad? And hello to everybody else that we did not say hi to. I apologize. I know some of you guys were throwing shout outs so we have our very special guest who's been patiently waiting and listening to us go on about sex trafficking, very important, but probably not so exciting topic. But we are going to bring in, I'm going to say our good friend, Ricky from buyevents.com and the person responsible for putting together Buy Week at Hedo. Yay!
Hey, guys and gals. How's it going? Yay.
Good. So excited to have you on tonight. I'm going to see if I can flip us around a little bit and make us look cooler.
Ooh.
I don't know. What do you think? Well, Ricky's the guest of honor.
There you go.
Good enough. No, you don't want to go like that. You don't want to do it like that.
Yeah. You look great. You look great. You got to put the good looking one front and center.
I don't know about all that. It's good to see everybody. I miss everybody. I'm looking forward to coming up there in January.
It's great to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you for a month now, but it's only been a couple of days.
I know, exactly. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So I want to cut right into it. So for those of you who are watching this for the first time and you've never seen this wonderful, amazing human being before, this is Ricky. He is the owner and promoter of buyevents.com.
What's up?
They are based out of Orlando, Florida, and they do buy-centric private events. You take over like large, I'm going to use the word mansion, but maybe that's overstating it a little bit, but mansions, you do mansion takeovers. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we sort of had to get to where the little small bedroom apartments and houses didn't work. So yeah, we do mansions now. So that's been working out pretty well for us.
So I want to circle back to talking about those events in a minute, but what you're really here for, what I'm really excited to talk about is the Buy Week takeover at Hedonism Tour Resort in Negril, Jamaica.
Yes, it was amazing week.
Will you
had a great time.
Just share with everybody what is so significant about a Buy Week takeover at Hedonism? Like what made this different from any other promotion that's gone into Hedo?
Well, first of all, the way Jamaica is, it's very third world country. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, that was the one thing that G was asking. Can you fix the heat? I'm like, welcome to the island, man. Welcome to the islands. So it was very significant. I was very fortunate. I had some members, some people calling with concerns because it is a third world country and they have strict laws about, gays and lesbians and the whole 9 yards, and they're very not friendly. They're coming around. I think there's a lot of people that are striving to really push forward. Hedonism itself, the resort, is very open-minded, but it's the surrounding island itself. They're still years and years, centuries behind us. But they were very open to us, and the staff was amazing. The staff were a lot more accepting than I thought they ever would be, because there were some things happening there that were pretty pushing the envelope, if I would have to say so myself. And it was quite unique to see, watching the staff and stuff, and they didn't miss a beat. They just kept right going with us and did their thing. So it was really nice.
So you said a little bit ago that was unique. What made it so unique? What made this takeover, or this event so unique to Hito?
Well, because one, it was a bye week. It was a full takeover, in the sense it was a bye week. And we worked with Tom's Trips. Tom's Trips was our partner, and they've been there 27 years. And this is the first time they've ever done a full takeover. And that wasn't something I was really aware of. And I told that to G earlier today, and we talked, and he was really surprised. And I was surprised also, because they've been there 27 years. And I've only been there once, and the one time was last year, and that event really took off well, got a lot of well response to that. They gave me 20 rooms, and they said, see what you can do with the 20 rooms. And we sold out right away, and we needed more rooms. And they saw how fast and how big of a response we had. And then obviously this year was just amazing because of the response we had. The energy level was off the chain, in the sense of there was so much energy there. Even staff were coming up to us and saying that this feels like New Year's for 7 days. I mean, it had never stopped from the beginning of the event to all the way to the end. It stopped, and it was really, truly amazing in that sense.
I have to say, so this was my first time at Hito, but Mary Lou's third.
Yeah.
So Mary Lou can provide a little more context, because you were there only one other time for your event, Ricky. Mary Lou,
Correct.
how do you think it differed, aside from, like, because I know it was a while ago that you're at Hito, so other than the physical differences between Hito then and now, what was the vibe like? What were the differences between what we saw collectively this week versus the two other times you were at Hito?
I think for me it was just the openness.
Openness?
Openness in the sense that people felt a lot more freer to express their sexuality, being out there and open, to everybody, as in being, bisexual. That was like a big thing, because I know the things that I saw this past week versus the things that I saw and experienced 10 years ago, that was not the scene at all. And the freeness of being out in the open, out by the nude pool, was totally different as well. A lot of the things that were happening this time around were not, accepted and or even allowed back then, because 10 years ago it was still primarily a nudist resort first and
Mm-hmm.
foremost. So a lot of things have changed in that aspect, and yeah, I was kind of like, oh, look at that. Okay, you go, boy,
Mm-hmm.
kind of situations. So it was a lot of fun.
I
And
I want to talk about one specific scenario that really, I don't know how to say this. It really changed my perception of things going into it. And so Mary Lou and I, it was the one day we spent a significant amount of time at the nude pool. Now, we happened to just snag a seat that was right next to the DJ booth. So we got literally a front row seat to DJ Rock and Ronnie screwing around on the mic and playing music. But we also had a wonderful view of virtually the entire pool.
Mm-hmm.
And just sitting back in the shade under the umbrella, we could sit there all day. And, you get to watch people having conversations, see silly shit going on. But what really struck me was there was a gentleman who had, there were two gentlemen talking to each other, and there was a couple other people around. And then all of a sudden, you see one of the gentlemen sit up on the edge of the pool, and the other one start going down on him. And that
Mm-hmm.
literally happened right in front of us. And what was even more interesting were the people that all, like, just a dozen people was like got right around it, like they all wanted to watch,
Mm-hmm.
and not just other guys. That's what really struck me. And I was like, wow, this is really incredible. And that's to articulate how open the male bisexuality part of this event was. It was
Mhm.
that open that when that started happening, it was like boom, like moth to the flame.
Yeah. And the ironic part about it is that I had not only once but several times throughout the whole event grown men, 50 plus years old, older than myself, that coming up to me and they were literally in tears and they were
We weren't supposed to
thanking,
talk about that, Ricky.
yeah, and they were very, they were pretty much in tears of how grateful they were for this experience. And the word that kept coming back up, and this was, we did a Tom and Buddy and I from Tom's Trips, we did a podcast, and the word that kept coming up was life changing. And I think that really set resonance to a lot of people um, that this was a lot bigger than us or me. I know that, people came and, would say, oh, you're the Ricky. And I was like, I don't feel like I'm the Ricky. I just feel like that I'm just sort of like the front man to the band. It takes a bigger crew and a bigger band, people behind the scenes that make this happen. It's beyond me. I just do what I like to do and what I wanted to do. And maybe I was the one that took the brunt of it. But I know that I left there with a sense of gratification. If not, we changed one person's life, we might have changed one or two, and that was really sad. And I got up on stage, I think it was like Thursday night or something, and I got on stage and I told everybody, I said, when you go back to your home and when you go back to your parts of your country or wherever you are, don't go back and try to change people and make them believe what you believe. Go back and believe that we're here for you and you're not alone. And this is a community for, men that have been struggling for many, many years to find their identity. And, we can't, for being a bisexual man, it's like, being in the middle of, you either have to be one or the other, the heterosexual, or you have to be gay. And that's not the case here. The case is that, we're very open. It's not like that I want to be with everybody or anybody, but it's like, we have the ability to have that flexibility to explore different aspects of this life and sexuality.
Well, you're Ricky, as usual, you're pulling the humble card, and you said, oh, I'm just the man here, behind the scenes, blah 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 blah. The reality is, and we literally were talking about this right before dinner, the a true leader brings harmony to the community, and that's what you did this past week. Yes, the people, we say this all the time, the people make the party, and that's true, but
Mm-hmm.
that culture and that sort of um, vibe, whatever comes from the person running it and the person who says, they dictate, this is the type of vibe that we want, this is the
Right.
type of experience I want for our guests, and that comes from you. And basically one person has to make that decision and then make it happen, and that's what you did. So
Appreciate that.
yeah,
That's nice.
of course, and and it takes it takes a village, right? It's not
Yep.
just you doing it, but it has, somebody has to have the idea,
Right.
and that
Right.
that person, is you. So
So
thank
I
you for
want to,
that.
I want to add a little bit of. I know we started off. I was real sad about how we started off earlier, but I do want to share one thing that was really a highlight. And I know you guys didn't show up until Sunday, but
Mhm.
Saturday I actually started off the whole event, and I want to start it off with a bang. So there's a remix, and it's a mashup of Lizzo and Diana Ross. I'm coming out.
Mhm.
And I came out and I was dancing, and basically we made it like a mashup, and flash mob. style. And I had some people from Florida. They were all ready and they saw me, and so I started the music going. And we were up there, and I got all the way up to the stage, and I'm singing and dancing and doing my thing. And everybody was up there singing. At the very end, the song is about I'm coming out, and I want the whole world to know. At the very end, I opened my shirt, and I was like, I'm coming out. And then this was what I flashed, and everybody just loved it because it just worked out really good. So this was my shirt.
I love anal.
So that's how we started off the party. And it was all about, hey, be yourself, do what you like, don't let people judge you, and you do what you want to have a good time and enjoy yourself. And that's sort of how the week started off. And then of course, obviously when people started relaxing and feeling comfortable with every aspect of the other things, they were able to do things. I mean, a lot of people were able to do things they never did before in their life, and some people could only do it there with feeling in a safer environment. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it did a lot for me personally also. And that, I was talking about this earlier today. I really went in there with zero expectations. And this is super important. I want to share this with anybody watching it. And you have never been to the club before or gone anywhere to something like Buy a Week at Hedonism or the Body Shop or a Hotel Takeover, and it's your first time and you're super nervous. I was super nervous going, even knowing that I had friends there, people that I knew, people in the industry. I was still nervous about going, what to expect, and all the things that I know anybody watching this who's considering going to the Body Shop or an event also experiences. And I've got 20 plus years in this industry as a business owner, running 104 events a year for the last 20 years. Even with that, I was still nervous. And it didn't take long for me to feel really comfortable, knowing that I was, in a place where I could be myself and just explore things, and even out in the open. And like I said, that instance at the pool was like, that just nailed it home. Like that I am in a place where I belong.
I had a laugh, a little chuckle to myself. The foam party.
yes.
That was, it was just unbelievable. The number of people that came to the pool, the people that participated, and were all in it. And for me, my chuckle was, G was just kind of sitting there in one of the lounge chairs. A couple of the other members from the club, that were all around, and all of a sudden he just got up from his lounge chair and he starts doing a little strip tease, and I'm like, what is going on with you? What? And then we all started kind of giggling, like, go G. Next thing I know, he is a la natural and jumping in the
Nice.
pool. And I was like, he's loose. He's free.
King Kong is
little
loose.
birdie.
That's
Yeah. So it's like those little experiences, knowing that, you know, as G noted, everyone has apprehensions when they're going to somewhere new and not knowing what to expect or not to expect. And even when you have friends there, but when you finally kind of like let your guard down and you allow yourself to be free, it's so,
Figuratively and literally.
yeah. It's, for me, it's awesome to be able to watch him, flourish and just be who he is around me normally, and doing that with everyone else. So it was cute. It was cute to watch him do his little booty dance, and and get out there in the pool, and I was like, oh, there he goes.
yep.
It took
You know?
a while to acclimate. Let me rephrase how I was going to say that.
Mhm.
Acclimate to standing there, not only naked, but having other people naked, and also all just having regular conversation,
Yeah.
So Yeah, it's so. Thank you for that experience, Ricky. I shared with you earlier some thoughts that I had before we were going, and boy, would I have fucking missed out had I not gone.
Yeah, we definitely. I was very glad you came and you were part of it because it really
Me too.
sets the tone. I mean, it's you can't explain it to somebody because I try to explain the parties because everybody's on a different level there. Like the women aren't in that defense mode. Like they don't have that defense up like they normally do at a regular club. I mean, it's just a normal reaction that a lot of times the women have. And the same thing with the guys, they're all like, protecting the woman and, that kind of
Yeah.
thing and watching out for the creepy guy, whatever it might be. It tends to be a little bit a different level there that we really we strive to have, and of course we watch out and, we're watching out what's going on. There's other room and there are other people, but everybody did really good. We really didn't have anybody drunk. I mean, even the staff, the security was really surprised at how well behaved everybody was. Although they were having a good time and they were having fun, I think everybody was being very respectful and really mindful of everybody else and their, what was going on. And you could definitely change, feel the tone. And we're excited that next year we're going to do the same thing. We're already planned for next year on the 5th through the 12th through Times trips. So you can go there. You can also go to the website and buy dash week and get tickets and actually rent reserve and Tom's trips also. And I think G's going to have a link on his website also that you can go there and you can get some of that stuff. So you can sign up for that next year, put a small deposit down and then just put it, hammer away at it for the year. And that's pretty much the way we all do it, So I'm real excited. I'm very blessed that, we have such a great staff and everybody was really chipping in. It was really a good time.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of funny. You and I were talking this morning, and you said how many did you say are already reserved?
I think when
Ish.
Michelle, we talked this morning, it was like 150 reserved already, which is amazing in the sense that we're not even out of October yet. And so pretty
You're
much
not
we
even a
felt
week
like,
out from the event ending.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And figure the rooms, we had 100. I mean, the resort only has 180 rooms. Staff wise is about 30 rooms. So we're getting close. I mean, we're already getting to the point. They're like, wow, this is the biggest event that we've ever had, and it's just amazing that the response, and what it shows is it shows that there's a need there that people want. And I think they want that outlet and it's something different. It's that niche, and I've had people tell me, hey, Ricky, this is a niche that, we're just, I'm just doing what I would enjoy doing. Like when I set the rooms up and when I set up the event, it's like, how would I like it? And what would I think would make me feel comfortable? And that's basically what I try to do, and the way that we do our parties is basically the same thing as what we did at Hitos. And like we talked about it all the time, G, it's like that rinse and repeat. What worked and what was successful, we
Uh-huh.
basically fine tune it a little bit and we just keep on doing it. We might add a couple elements in there, but basically it's the same thing, rinse and repeat, because it's successful. It's what works and it's what people want.
Well, that's going to lead me back to when we started earlier. We said you do events in Orlando also, and sort of mansion takeover events. So maybe in a nutshell, describe to us how your events specifically work. If one of our body shop members or anybody anywhere in the country is watching this, what would they expect to see at a buy events party in Orlando?
Okay, so pretty much all of them run the same way. And the first thing we do is the first 2 hours are usually meet and greet time. We ask everybody to arrive between 8 and 10 o'clock, if that's basically the time when we normally do it. And we ask people to get there at that time by 10 o'clock because one, I as the host, I want to have a good time too. So I don't want to be at this door all night long, and I don't want my staff to be there doing that too. And it also sets the tone that everybody is there by 10 and nobody else is coming to the party. Like everybody that's at the party is here now. So that really gets everybody at the same level. And I think people usually bring appetizers and drinks and brings their, mixers with them. So that's good. And then at that time, I do a special thing. It's called a round robin. And I stop the music. I get in the middle of the room, living room. I invite everybody to come into the middle of the room. And I tell them, hey, this is what we're about. This is how we started. This is what I'm about. I introduce them to Raquel. I show them basically, tell them a little bit about our rules, what we like, what we don't like, very briefly,
Mhm.
and then we go around the room, and we've done 80 to 90 people in 15 minutes. So we basically just go and just highlight, key points, and it really gives an icebreaker. It's an opportunity for everybody to sort of get an idea of who's on what level. And at that point, from then on, basically, I invite people to go and have a good time to explore and to do the things that they like to do. Obviously, keeping a safe step. And we ask them, remember consent. Consent is given and it's also taken away. And if they have a problem, to please come to us right away. And we do have staff that's watching regularly. We're trying to implement some of the things you're talking about, but that's basically how it is. And at that time, it's pretty amazing because we sort of get people the now they can go play, and usually people dress down right away. And probably about 10:30, it's a full-on house party throughout the whole night until 2 o'clock in the morning. And people are amazed on how well it goes, and people are eating and nibbling and doing their thing. And about 2 o'clock or so, people will start to head home. We do rent out rooms. If people want to stay, they can stay, and they rent out the rooms. And there's also usually hotels right around the corner and they can stay. But they're usually that's usually pretty consistent. Even when we have small parties, we still do the round robin. We still make sure people show up at the same time because everybody is on the same level, and that's probably the biggest thing I see a lot of the clubs is people come in at different levels. They come in, they haven't got their drink on, they haven't eaten yet, they're not feeling comfortable yet. So I think everybody progressing at the same rate is what really sets it apart from a lot of the other parties.
So I'm writing this down. What is the date of the next event? Your next event?
The next event is going to be Halloween. Halloween the 28th. That's going to be at the Mansion in Tarpon Springs, which is just north of Tampa, Florida. Some people fly in. I've had people fly from California just to come into Tampa and go there. So that's on the 28th. And I've been doing more theme parties. So this one's actually going to be a BDSM party. We have a couple members that do suspension and do things like that and do classes, and they're actually going to be doing some of that there that first 2 hours. And then after that, actually, is Thanksgiving. We call it Friendsgiving, and we invite everybody to bring some food. We start an hour early there because we like to get our food on. You know how it is. And so we do that. And then I'm still working on New Year's to see what it is, what I'm going to do for New Year's, because after this event, and we talked about this earlier, in the Jaws movie where they say, hey, we're going to need a bigger boat. I was telling staff, I'm like, I think we need a bigger house. We need a bigger mansion because this is getting big here. These people, there's a lot of people saying, oh, we're coming to your party. Everybody I met saying, no, we're going to come to Florida to your party, which is actually going to be pretty amazing. Because I don't like to have too many people. Quantity is not better than quality. So for us, I'd much rather have quality people there than a lot of people. If that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense. Okay, so basically Halloween and New Year's are your next two big events.
Correct. And then I do have some other ones lined up, but I haven't announced them yet. But everything is if you go to buy-events.com. Again, it's buy-, you got to put the dash in there, events.com. You can get on the newsletter. We are planning some other events around the country. Obviously, I just put the January 27th on there, and I'm excited about coming up there. And I'm going to bring Raquel and try to drag some other people up there. But to get people to drive up there from Florida in January, it might be a little tough. Because I hear it snows in January up there. It gets real cold. So we'll have to see how that happens.
It certainly can and has snowed in January and December and November and February and March.
Thanks. I appreciate that. So I won't be taking the bike this year. Then that month, I guess, is what you're saying.
At least not for that event. And,
right. Exactly.
Anything else major planned besides October in Hito? Any other major plans for 2024? We working on anything?
We do have Hitos. There's a couple things on the books, but I don't want to really say anything about it because, I don't want to jinx anything. But again, if you become, how it is, but if you do become part of the newsletter, it will come out as soon as I know. And for sure, I'm one that, if we say we're going to do it, we're going to do it. I don't want to put people out there. I mean, I did have an event last year that I was sort of iffy about because I wanted to see how this event went because all my key focus was on last week, Jamaica, and wanting to make sure that was successful. And obviously it was very successful. So we're just going to move forward slowly. We're slowly getting bigger and bigger with our customer base, and everybody's coming on and really be part of this. So, and now we got people that want us to go to all kinds of different hubs around the country. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for next year. I was actually I was telling Ricky this. I was on the plane and I was trying to fumble around with, putting a reservation in. And all I could think is, I'm going to literally reserve for the wrong week or something. I'm like, I'm trying to do this on my phone with my big fat thumbs. I'm like, I'll just
That
wait till we get home. So
I'm going to put a phone call. I know a friend. I'm going to phone a friend for you, so don't you worry about that.
listen,
I'll make
I
sure you get you
appreciate that.
covered.
If you happen to know somebody and you can pull a string or two, at least make sure I get a reservation. I'm happy to,
Yeah, I definitely can
be
do
great.
that. I can
I
definitely do
appreciate
that.
that. Ricky, I really appreciate you coming on to talk about the event, and we had a wonderful time. Um, please send your love to Raquel for us. I know she's on the live stream tonight, but
Mhm.
it was wonderful to finally meet her in person.
Yeah,
Uh, I
she
will.
is a she is a real person. I just
Yeah.
didn't make her up, you know. So
And she is
sometimes
fucking cute as a button too.
yeah, she is cute as a button. She is, and she's not. I sometimes I say she's more outgoing than me, but really, truthfully, she's not. She's sort of she's the thread
There's
that
Ricky
keeps us
playing the
together.
humble card there.
Yeah, yes, and I do want to say too that we're probably going to have. I know you guys copped out on it this year, but I think we're going to do some more seminars because we did do some seminars that were really good this year, and people wanted more of that this year. So I think I'm going to wheel you guys into doing some kind of seminars and something. We're going to have some experience because you guys have lots of experience in different fields and have some people that will really benefit from that.
There, listen, we Mary. For the record, it was me holding back Mary Lou for doing the class. Like, she was like, well, what should I do? And I said, you know what, can we just have this be like mostly a vacation? Like, of course it's going to be work related, and
Right,
of course
right.
we talk business and all that stuff, but it did give us an opportunity to really see the space and see what could be done. And I know for a fact Mary Lou's already on board, and if you'll have me, I have, we have something that we work on here at the club that I
Yeah.
think would be really, really great for that event.
Yes, yes,
It'll give me a
absolutely.
year to hone my tools though. So
Yeah. Even the safest play space, all that stuff
yeah,
is real important. That stuff is real important that we get that out to the community. That this because that's what this is about. This is about a community, and we're better at helping each other
Yeah.
grow. And you guys are doing your thing, and we're doing ours. But all
yeah,
in the ultimate end, we're all coming together for the same purpose to make sure that people have a safe, a comfortable place to
right.
explore and to find themselves. It's really what this is all about.
Right.
Yeah, and again, you said it right there. The Safer Play Spaces program is really designed not just to, as that post, not just about consent and things like that, but it's also really truly about safety and
Yeah.
making sure that this community of the various styles of play and poly and kink and all
Yes.
that they all have a safer place
Right.
to express themselves and explore their sexuality. And that's really the goal of that program, is to get more and more, places like what you guys do and other, brick and mortars and stuff to
Hmm.
participate,
Hmm.
and if we can raise the standards for everybody, it just makes it that much better for the members.
Right.
Everybody and it's heartbreaking that there's still people out there that prey on people that are the vulnerable, and it's just sad that it happens like that. But we all have to be aware of everything around. I mean, I was going to Jamaica, going, okay, these guys are probably going to pull me aside because I'm the head guy and da 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 da. And of course, I had all that stuff in my head. It's like. And it just, for me, it was just about going and letting things happen the way they're supposed to happen. So, I'm
Yeah,
glad you guys were there. Everybody was there to support us, and we're all really happy that it turned out the way it did.
yeah, it was wonderful.
Awesome.
Yes.
Ricky, thank you so much. We're gonna let you get out of here.
Yeah.
You have a good night, and
Thanks, Ricky.
we'll
I
see you
love
again.
you all. Thank you very much for having me on. We'll talk to you later, Gene. Love you guys.
Can't wait to
Thanks,
hear
brother.
from you.
All right.
Bye
Goodbye.
bye.
God bless.
Can you hear me now?
We
Yeah.
can. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you
Can
hear
you
me
hear me
now?
now?
Can you hear me now?
I was having some very technical difficulties.
Yeah, listen, it's rare that we get through a live stream where there's not some sort of technical issue. So
We
Always,
keep
always.
sometimes it's just we don't even know what to talk about.
There's that.
I feel like in a way, we sort of completely ignored everybody watching, because I know they've posted stuff or whatever. We've not really responded. So Big Baka says, on a different side note, I'm just reading through our comments now. They think the Body Shop's Halloween party just sold out today. Do we have confirmation of that?
I can confirm. Give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't
I think
know
it
if there are any
did.
tickets left. Well, as of this morning, there were 5 couples tickets left. That's what I do know. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can we get a drum roll?
I can give you some lo-fi beats in the background, but that's about it.
Yeah, can you give me some lo-fi beats?
Hold on. Ready?
Hold on.
We'll build the suspension.
Man says they're creepy.
What happened? Well,
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna have
loading.
to turn it up.
yeah.
Oh, we're here. I got it.
Thank you.
Did it happen? Did we sell out? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Come on, we're waiting to
Come
hear.
on.
I'm trying.
What? This sounds like the intro to a porn. It's no
Wait,
lo-fi beats.
Let's turn it up.
There's 5 couples tickets.
5 couples tickets or 10 singles.
Oh.
There's only 10
No, I think singles are sold out.
singles are sold out.
Yeah, just couples.
Oh.
What's going on?
Wait, can we listen
That's
to?
our background music.
Can we have
Oh,
some-
Big Buckus, you would only see singles tickets because you're on a singles account. You can't see couples.
Right.
Tickets.
So it would be sold out for singles.
Yeah.
All right,
Ah.
all Jason is all excited about Exotica. That's a surprise.
Oh, I will not be in Exotica, Jason. Sorry.
I will
It's
not
only
be an
a couple
exotic
weeks away.
attendance either.
We are semi solid on we are Jello solid on DC Exotica.
Oh. Okay.
We're at quarter mass.
Dun, dun.
Just want to go back. Elizabeth, Wheelas, Zoe, Bacchus, Brad P. We said hi, Melissa. Okay, I think we got everybody. And Kendra. Hi, Kendra.
Got everyone?
Microphone works now.
Yay.
Adrian, Keith. Keith, we're going to be ready for you next week, buddy. So I'm going to talk about this weekend coming up really quick.
Okay. What's going on?
Well, not so much what's going on, but it's more like what it's going to be like.
Okay.
And what it's going to be like is this weekend coming up will be the last weekend that you will see the club in its current configuration. There will be big changes coming for Halloween. DJ Rock and Ronnie is coming in on Wednesday because he's going to be spinning this Saturday. However, the reason he's coming in on Wednesday is because he also owns a DJ / electric company. He for the last 3 months has been shipping lights and stage lighting stuff for the Body Shop. And we are going to be moving a lot of things around. We've already moved some stuff this week. So
G doesn't want you guys to know the real reason is because me and him are going on a hot date. Me and Ronnie are going on a hot date on Tuesday.
I like to haunt. I was like, you're gonna haunt the house?
yes, we got yeah, they're going to a haunt. Which, by the way, we went to a haunted house 2 weeks ago, and somehow we managed to completely miss Cheryl in the night we went.
I was going pee.
That's very convenient.
You could have told me you were coming.
Well, I mean, you couldn't have gone pee for an hour. It took us an hour to get through the freaking thing.
Yeah, but we probably buzzed by at the moment they were going pee.
Oh.
They don't do the whole thing.
True.
Although, would you have been allowed to like follow us and scare us the whole time?
No. I would have got fired so fast.
Well, we could every time someone would jump out at us, we'd go, Sherilyn, Sherilyn. I'm sure they were like, "Who the fuck is this Sherilyn person they're looking for?"
But to be clear, nobody broke character. So
No, they did not.
even the guy at the very end,
Oh my god, that was
where I couldn't
hysterical.
figure out how to get out of the fucking thing. And there's a big door with a push bar that says exit, but I'm standing there looking at it like, no, that's not how we get out. And the guy pops up in the little window, and I'm like, how do we get out? He's like,
Moo.
just motioning with his head like he's not supposed to say anything.
I have to say it was hysterical because we're all standing there. Yeah, okay. G was first. I was behind G. Teresa was behind me, and Chelsea was behind Teresa. So there were points where we could not see anything in front of us. So all of a sudden I'm like grab onto G, and all of a sudden I feel Teresa grab onto me, and everyone's grabbing onto everybody. And then I was the I was the one advising everyone, step down, step up, step down, step
Yeah.
up.
Mary Lou was doing
Right,
mom stuff.
to the right,
Be
to the
careful,
left.
watch your step. This
Watch
is
your
shaky.
step.
This is, of course, after Mary Lou, like, what's going on?
Yeah. After I'd scream, then I'd be like, okay, whoever's behind me, go to the right, go to the left.
Exactly.
Oh,
But
but
yeah,
it
that
was
was a good
fun.
time. We had a really good time with doing that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so back to this weekend. This will be your last time to see the club in its current configuration. We did also make some really, I think, major changes that I think people are really going to find interesting and fun for this coming weekend. So,
Yeah.
if you do attend this weekend, you will get to see some of those changes firsthand before anybody else. So, if it sounds like I'm trying to get you to come this weekend, I am.
Oh.
Are you trying to get them to come this weekend, or are you trying to get them to come this weekend?
Yes.
I don't know. What does our guest behind the scenes say?
Yeah. How do you feel about people coming to the club this weekend?
We're coming at the club.
As long as I don't have to clean it up.
Clean up and I'll come.
People coming to the club. And
Okay. We're good with that.
That actually reminds me. I'm gonna share with y'all the best pickup line I've ever received today.
Just today?
Today I received the best pickup line I think I've ever read in my life.
Okay.
Where is it? I would shoot my shot, but I'm saving that for your back. Honestly? I fuck you just from that one. Like,
Can I ad lib that one?
what?
I would shoot my shot, but I'm saving that one for your mom.
Oh. Oh. No.
So Zoe's got dad jokes, but I got mom jokes.
Oh my god.
Oh, so you got milk?
And Sterling got son jokes.
Oh. That they do.
That they do.
So G Bacchus is asking, I hope this is okay to ask, but in a previous live show, G mentioned that the New Year's tickets going on sale when Halloween sells out.
That
Will
is
they be
accurate.
going up today? Or will they?
They won't be going up today. In fact, we just picked the final flyer on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I was, in fact, waiting for it to sell out. It does seem like it's going to sell out tonight because there are some couples tickets left. So technically, it is not sold out yet. So likely tomorrow they're going up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Awesome.
Along with a few other things we were working on. So
Yay.
I'm interested in one of the events we got for 2024.
Which one? Already?
Yeah. It's not posted though, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
leave it a surprise until we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's
I'll secretly message y'all in the chat.
Which flyer is it?
I have a feeling we're not going to be able to. Oh, we could probably talk about that.
Can we?
I don't know. What do you think, Ann? I don't think it's Secret Squirrel, is it?
I don't think it's.
I mean, if you don't put a date on it and then
Yeah.
fully
No,
committed and we
it's
just
up,
talked
isn't
the
it?
idea.
No, it's not up.
It's not live.
No, I know it's not live, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
that's
it's
all I'm
on.
saying.
no, let's wait. Let's make them
Yeah.
stop.
Make them
The
wait.
anxiety.
Okay.
Heart racing.
Mhm. Thank you,
Um,
Jason. I like my shirt too.
but for those of you who are watching, this weekend is Saints and Sinners, or Sinners and Saints,
Mhm.
and it's really simple dress for the weekend. It's red or white. So if you're feeling naughty, wear red. If you're feeling a little angelish, wear white.
Or
Little demure.
wear your the
Nothing.
New Orleans jersey. Football.
Oh, New Orleans Saints. Oh, come on, Zoe.
Get the Saints jersey.
Really?
Dress up like
No,
Drew Brees. Isn't that his
No,
name?
not with
No.
nothing self-approved.
Is that
no.
his name? Drew Brees? Drew Brees?
Only
Yeah,
on
it would
Jersey
be.
night. Only on Jersey night without jerseys. But no,
Oh.
this is one of those ones that it's usually these easy dress up parties, colors are really end up being really popular. So
Mhm.
I am just going to say this out loud for anybody watching. If you attended last Saturday or the Saturday before, that's Cocktoberfest, right? And what was
Mhm.
last weekend again? I can't remember. I wasn't here.
Boobies and booties.
Yes.
Boobies
New-
and boobies.
Yes. If you attended either one of those events,
Mhm.
please check your email for something very special that got sent to you.
Oh.
And decided that because you guys have been so naughty, the club was going to be a little nice for you.
Aw.
I like puns.
You showed up at the end.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah, we kind of bebopped in at right. I think it was right around midnight or 12:30. We bebopped
Yeah.
in.
That
So
was about 12:30.
that was nice. We
Coming
ended up
after the
staying
board
up
games.
late.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was a long day, flights and everything and all the goodies, but
And you had a lot of explaining to do to Buddy upstairs.
oh my God.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
I came in and
yelling.
yeah, I came in and it was just like meow 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 meow.
Yeah.
Meow 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 meow.
Of course, Zoe knows. Drew Brees retired their QB, retired, and now it's David Carr.
Oh.
I just assumed Drew Brees was still playing. That's how much I follow and I'm following football right
How much
now.
you follow football?
Mhm. Yeah. So anyway,
No.
anything else we need to go over? I know what's Friday. Friday is Freaky Friday, right?
Freaky Friday.
The freakiest.
Oh, the original Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's original Freaky Friday. We do have Central Outreach, right?
Yes.
We do.
So if you're watching this, we do free STD, STI testing at the club via centraloutreach.com. They come to the club. They have a permanent space, and they will do the testing right here. And when you come in, we also we're still doing the bonus.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
give you $10 in body shop points that you can use for future purposes. So we actually pay you to get tested, which reminds me I need to get tested tomorrow night or on Friday. It's actually been a couple of months.
Okay.
So
Cool.
anyway,
We'll make sure you get to the front of the line.
Yeah, I know some people I can get you in.
like Ricky's gonna make a phone call to get me a special RSVP for the event.
Oh my
I
God.
appreciate that.
There you go.
Anything else before we go, or we're just coming up on an hour here? Anything else we need to touch on?
No.
I'm super stoked for Halloween. We
Yeah.
are, and once this event sells out, there literally are no tickets available. The only tickets that are going to be available will if somebody asks for a credit, and it does happen. Not a lot, but
Yeah.
it does happen. If you happen to be somebody who cannot make it, please give up your ticket and let somebody else grab it and enjoy your space. So,
Yeah.
and we will give you credit for it. We do issue a credit if we do that. So,
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
I think so.
No, okay. Anything for Mary Lou and you coming up soon, or not really?
Um, there is going to be another massage class coming up.
Okay.
I need to confirm the date, but there should be one coming in November, December for that.
Perfect.
I know
Awesome.
there a lot of people have been, um, asking for that class. It has sold out.
Right.
You
Both
know,
times you've done
both
it twice,
times.
3 times.
Yeah, both times. The last 2 classes have sold out.
Well, we
Yeah.
actually did one when the body shop first opened. So this is technically our third massage class, and all 3 of them have sold out. So,
Yeah.
but Mary Lou does a much better job of curating a much more inviting experience. I've yet to partake in it.
Who
I
knows?
have. It's 10 out of 10 across the board.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Being demo body
Yeah.
is 10 out of 10 across the board.
Zoe has fallen asleep and enjoyed the massages herself. So
Mhm. Last time I literally fell asleep here and then woke up 2 minutes before I had to clock in for the event that night. So
oh well no, the best was when we cleaned everything up and I'm like, I think Zoe went out to go get something to eat. I don't know where they're at. And then I
passed out on the bed.
you were passed out on the couch on the dance floor.
Well, like, okay, so I left when the sound bath started and stuff like that. So, like, I fell asleep on the deck with a blanket on in the middle. Like, it's hot as hell. I don't know why I did that. I
Yeah.
woke up and, like, sweaty. I was confused. The sun was in my face. Another flashbang wake up. And then I went inside. I couldn't even make it to the champagne room because I was gonna just pass out on one of the beds in the champagne room, and I just crashed right on the couch near the
Yep.
dance floor.
Nope. And then I had no idea where they were. So I'm like, G's like, why are you shutting off the lights? And I'm like, well, I don't know where Zoe is. Maybe they left. And then as I shut the light off and I walk by the dance floor, I see there's a trail of a blanket just like across the dance floor. And then there's Zoe like on the couch. And I'm like, okay, we'll just leave her be for about an hour or so. It was perfect. Yeah.
I did
But,
not drink enough water that day
no, but
for my massage.
you've enjoyed the massages.
Or the
And
first time I did it, she like massaged me to sleep, and then she like touched me, and I like.
Oh yeah, you jolted. But yeah, it's always it's a nice inviting class. For me it's always interesting to see how everyone walks in and they're all kind of like they don't know, obviously they don't know what to expect, what to do or whatever. But as soon as I like give them my like quick intro conversation, it's like, okay, you could do whatever you guys want, feel comfortable. If you want to be naked, be naked. If you want to be partially clothed, be partially clothed. But just do whatever you want to do that makes you feel comfortable with your partner. And then I just stand there and I watch people they all look at each other and then it's like, boom, all the clothes comes off. And I'm like, okay, they're all comfortable. That's good.
It was like super funny too, because like the first time people were a lot more social and open to asking questions, but like they wanted to like cover themselves a lot more and
Yeah.
like protect their modesty or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But like the second crowd, they didn't want to ask any questions, but they all got naked.
Oh yeah, they were all like they were all
Immediately.
into it. It's like,
They
yeah,
got the memo.
let me touch. But
I don't
yeah.
like those swag bags.
Yeah, this
Hey,
way.
can I buy some?
Yeah.
So when you do put that on the schedule, where can people find that?
It will be on the actual Mary Lou and You website, as well as it will be on the club's site as an event for
Okay.
people to find that
Awesome.
information.
So and people can book appointments with you for as your board certified sexologist. They can book appointments at marylouandyou.com as well.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you've been a little under the weather. You got your little bit raspy voice, but do you have will you have any openings this week?
I'm yeah, look at my things here. No, my first opening isn't until next week, Tuesday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, good. Well, you can visit marylouandyou.com to book an appointment with a board certified sexologist. It is a virtual appointment, so no, you don't get to come in and hang out with Mary Lou, but nonetheless, she will help you with what you need help with.
Yep. Yeah.
And she does charge for dick pic ratings, so don't be unsolicited.
That'll be another discussion.
You'll get that invoice.
Yeah.
You'll get that invoice.
You can send them to me for free through the body shop if you like. I'll rate them for free. It'll be thumbs up or thumbs down.
Know your worth, G, for free in this economy.
Yeah. Please.
Listen, I'm gonna take all the D I can get. Speaking of D, if you'd like to send your D pics to me, you can visit bodyshopclubs.com and click the apply now button. Fill out your application.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your cat video. Do your age verification.
Or if you don't want to do that, just request for help.
Yeah.
Ask for help.
We do have a special link on our website. When you go to the register page, you can get help with your application over the telephone and speak to one of our I don't know, we got to come up with a cute name for that. What do you like, what sort of consultant? A profile consultant, your dating consultant, like E&M consultant?
All I know is one guy, when I was fixing his profile, said, "You should do this for a job." What am I doing right now, sir? What am I doing right now?
You're experiencing in real time.
I'm at work doing this in real time for
If
you.
only I did this as a job, as I call you on a phone that was purchased.
He literally
my
spoke it
boss.
into existence.
Yes. Oh my God.
You should do this for a job. Poof.
Yeah.
I'm doing this as a job.
I'm just like that. I was doing this for free up until about 30 seconds ago. Damn.
You should have been like, I'll send you an invoice.
Well, Big Bacchus. They're like, your E&M concierge. Your body shop
Funny you
concierge.
say that, Big Buckets, actually.
It is funny you say that.
Yeah. There you
Good.
go.
Good things that come into the body shop. Anyway, Ann, do you have any manager notes you want to add before we dip out of the live stream?
No.
No? How about our special behind the scenes guest?
We have behind the scenes guests. Do you have any words of wisdom for our members?
No words of wisdom, but I will be back.
Well, wait a minute. You got words of wisdom. You taught me something.
Lately, what have I been doing?
Wait,
You
what?
put them on the spot.
What was it you told me? We were talking about life in general, and what you had mentioned something to me that was very profound. Do you remember what that was?
Love this. G loves this.
Okay.
I said there's no actual rules to life and how you live. There's no one that says the living room has to have a TV in it. Literally, I mean, there's laws, but we all get to make our own choices.
Make your own rules, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Make your own rules. Ain't no
Exactly.
practice life.
exactly. We get one shot.
Get one shot. Shoot your shot.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right,
And
guys.
with that,
Yes, I think we are going to buzz on out of here. We appreciate you guys staying extra a couple minutes to hang out and listen to us babble about silly shit. We will probably see you next Wednesday, same time, 8:05. We hope to see you guys this weekend, either for Freaky Friday or for Sinners and Saints.
Yep.
And if not, I'm sure we're going to see a shit ton of you next Saturday at the annual Halloween party.
yes.
So,
Yes.
all right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.